Right, welcome back to Knysna, everybody. I have to let you in on a secret here. This has been, it's a tough one, I have to tell you. I mean, I've done many broadcasts here on Morning Live, but I must say, you know, chatting to these guests and seeing how strong they are, but behind the scenes, knowing how tough it's been for them over this last month is overwhelming. I can tell you, the tears in people's eyes here are something that is very heart-rending. I mean, this is real life at play. But one thing I've realized is the resilience of humans and how incredible South Africans are. We really are. But we talk about the people. I want to talk about the animals now, because that has been a major story that has come out of the Knysna fires. I mean, there have been stories of people that have been, I suppose they were trying to be rescued on the day, but they wouldn't leave until their animals were with them and they could take their pets with. But there's still a lot of animals that at this point are still trying to survive and are in shelters and that need a lot of help. There's an incredible story you're about to see right now of, I'm not sure whether it's a horse or a pony or a donkey, I'm still confused of it, that actually got onto the N2 and walked all the way home in those fires back to his farm. That story and many more in this insert about the animals in this area.
With a vast tract of forest and plantations lost in the blazes, wild animals have lost their habitats. Foraging for food has become a challenge. Sightings of wild animals have been made closer to residential areas. A volunteer group have been leaving food for them at designated feeding stations.
We noticed that there's been monkeys and baboons and birds, massive amounts of bird life coming into town, coming into residential areas, trying to look for food, because obviously the spaces that they have to travel now are spaces that they're not used to, where everything was so dense. It's now just arid land, and what we're doing is sort of going 300 or 400 meters out from where they would come in and go and feed there.
Domestic animals have also been affected. Animal shelters like the Knysna Animal Welfare Society had their hands full with displaced animals following the fires.
We took in a lot of animals, people coming here devastated and not knowing what to do the next day. They've been driving around for a few hours and they don't know where to go. They've just lost everything. And it's mind-blowing to think, if you can put yourself in that position, you've got your dog and your cat and you've got nothing left. But you don't know where to go with them now, because you've got nowhere to go.
But over the past few weeks, they've managed to reunite owners with their beloved animals.
He sits with his hands on the steering wheel crying. So the office manager went up to him and said, "Sir, we've got your dogs." He got out of the vehicle, he fell down when he saw them and he started crying. And these two dogs were like the happiest dogs ever, because they found their owner again.
Another heartwarming story was that of Cody the pony. Cody fled into the veld on June 7th after the fires threatened his home. 16 days later, a badly burnt Cody walked along the N2 and returned home.
I wasn't even here when he arrived home. I was in Plet, about to go up in a helicopter looking for him. And we raced home, and by the time I got here, people were they were in tears and hugging me and saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I'm saying, "No, sorry for what? I hadn't seen him yet." And the initial thought was that he would have to be put down immediately. He was just that badly burnt. But then watching him walk around and looking for his mates and being able to see just that little bit, and you know, he was on a mission, and there's no ways that we were going to let him go without a fighting chance.
Unfortunately, 2 other missing ponies were found dead earlier this week after weeks of searching. The search is still on for 2 more ponies who are thought to be in the surrounding plantations. Segui Chetty, SABC News, Knysna in the Southern Cape.